Masz odwagę powiedzieć żono i stałem tam, gdzie stało ZOMO.
Hi guys and welcome, and today we'll talk about Surfshark VPN, what is it, how it works, and what's the best in that software and the service. So VPN is a virtual private network, which is a special tunnel through internet when you connect from your computer or other device to a special server and you make an encrypted channel through through internet when all transmission is encrypted. And it's really great idea because it makes you more secure. But when you need a VPN, for example, when you use a public Wi-Fi, if you are in a restaurant or in a cafe and use a public Wi-Fi, there are also other people around you who also use that Wi-Fi, and that your transmission is not encrypted. It's really unsafe, especially when you log into some websites. Of course, there is a HTTPS SSL secure websites, but that's not the problem. The problem is that you want to encrypt the whole transmission and be safe. The other thing is when you use a secured network, which is secured by password, for example, at university or at home, and there are also other people who use the same password. You are safe against other people, against some strangers who doesn't know the password, because without that password you cannot connect to that network. But if you know that password, you will connect. And the thing is, if there's a university, there's a lot of people around, everyone can catch some virus. Everyone can have some virus on a computer. And the problem is that that virus can do something bad against you. So it's a really good idea in this type of network, which is not a public, but it's secured, but that's in a place like university or at home. You have a desk and use the same network with your desk. It's a good idea to have VPN servers. Also, if you are aware of government virus like Pegasus, many governments of many countries have some type of government virus when it is sent to their citizens to see what they are doing on internet, from a computer, from a phone, where are you calling, what are you writing. They can see everything. And it's a really big problem to find that software and remove that government virus. It's very hard. Usually when you buy a phone, it doesn't matter if it's a new phone or a used one. You need to make a factory reset, because if you are a citizen of France and you buy a phone from someone from Arabic country, like from Pakistan, you will buy a used phone from that person, you can have a Pakistan government virus on your phone. If you want to remove it, you need to make a factory reset. You will remove that virus, but as you are a French citizen, you can get a government virus from a French government. So that's other problem. But what you can do to avoid the situation? First of all, when you buy a new phone or a used one, you need to make a factory reset. Because if you buy a used phone, you can have factory government virus from a country of citizenship of the previous owner. So if you buy from an Italian citizen a used phone, you can have Italian government virus. So you need to make a factory reset. If you buy a new phone from a company like from an Orange or T-Mobile or whatever, you can have a local government virus installed on that phone. So after you buy a phone, you need to make the factory reset. Then you will probably catch the virus which is related to your citizenship. The only way to offer protection, what you can do against it, you can block the connection between a virus and the server in that country. And the only software which allows you to disable the connection, to block the connection, that's a VPN service. So if you are a Polish citizen living in Belgium, if you will buy a phone from a Belgian citizen, or you will buy a new phone from a company, you will probably have a Belgian government virus. After factory reset, you will catch a government virus from Poland because you are a Polish citizen. But when you install Surfshark VPN, you will block that virus, and that virus cannot connect with the server anymore. So that's the best way to block the government virus, is to use VPN. And the fourth reason to use VPN is when you travel to a countries which block access to a Western world websites. For example, Iran, Qatar, mainland China, and many other countries. Officially, they say that they block access to a Google service, to Facebook, and that's a big problem. For example, I don't have any plans to travel to Qatar, but I have a plan to have interconnection in the Doha airport on my trip to, for example, to Korea. When I will go from Berlin to Doha and from Doha to Seoul. And when you will stay on a Doha airport on interconnection, after landing, one plane landing, and before departure to the next destination, you will stay 3, 4, 5 hours on a Doha airport. You will have an access to a Wi-Fi, but you will not have any access to a Western websites. So if you want to check your Gmail, if you want to go on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, you want to have a connect with a Western world, you will need a VPN. But there are also many hotels in the European Union which block certain websites. So if you want to unblock that, you will need to use VPN. So that's the fourth reason why you should buy a license to use VPN service. And there are many companies like Surfshark, like NordVPN, and many other. For example, the Opera web browser has a free of charge VPN service client inside. The problem is that most free of charge VPN service are very, very slow. And if you work as me on YouTube and you transfer a lot of data, you transfer a lot of videos to a YouTube, you need a really fast connection. And you can buy a really fast internet access, internet broadband from your ISP. For example, 1 GB per second download and 300 megabytes per second upload. And it's really fast. But when you have a really slow VPN service, you pay a lot of money for a fast broadband and you have a slow VPN. It doesn't make any sense. So it's much, if you work as me, as a YouTuber, and you need to set a lot of data, it's much better to pay for a paid VPN service, which will be much better idea for that. The only problem is there are a lot of VPN services and you doesn't know which one is the best. So Surfshark is, from my point of view, the best VPN service from few reasons. First reason is that you can try for 30 days free of charge. You will pay for the amount for a 1 month, 12 month, or 24 month subscription, but you can resign in the first 30 days. If you resign in the first 30 days, you will get all money back. So that's the first reason. The second reason is that's really, really cheap. If you will pay month by month, it will be relatively expensive. So we will pay about 20 euros monthly. So it's not the best idea. Because if you will select 24-month subscription with a code Veronica, you will write a code Veronica, then you will have a 24-month plan with for 70 euros with tax. So that's exactly 69 euros and several cents. And it's a base price with Mehrwertsteuer, which is our sales tax, which is 19%. So that's almost 70 euros for 2 months. Exactly, you will pay for 24 months and you will get 3 months free. So you'll have 27 months for almost 70 euros. Well, if you will pay month by month, monthly, you will have 20 euros for the first month, 20 euros for the second month, 20 euros for the third month, and 30 euros for the fourth month. After 3.5 months, you will pay the same what you have the 27 month subscription, so it's a much better idea. And in the Surfshark, you can decide if you want VPN only or Surfshark One. Surfshark One is a bundle. It's some type of package when you have a VPN, alert, and antivirus. But if you don't need the alert and antivirus, you can pay only for VPN service. As I told you, with that code, that's a 69 with several cents euros, almost 70 euros for a 2-year VPN only, 27 months. But if you will pay plus 25 euros, so you will pay not 70 euros but 95 euros, you will have a Surfshark One with also alert and antivirus software together with a VPN for the whole period. So you can choose between VPN only or a Surfshark One. I've decided to take a the VPN only because that's the most important thing for me. Also, great idea is that you can connect multiple devices. So if you have, for example, desktop computer at home, laptop on a travel, phone, one main phone, one travel phone, or some other device, or you want to share that with your mother who lives with you, and the thing is that you can connect multiple devices on a one subscription. The only rule is that all devices have to belong to a people who lives on the same address with you. So that it has to be your device or a people who live on the same address. Have the same proof of address in the proof of address. So that's important. But from my point of view, that Surfshark VPN is a really great service, and I use it since 2020. So I'm just after 27 month subscription period, and after that subscription period, after the 37 month, it will be automatically renewed for the next 12 months, and you will pay that 70 euros for a 12 months. But you can make something better. Before the end of the subscription, you need to log in on your customer account on a Surfshark website, and then you will have subscription, and there will be a button extend. If you will press extend, you will pay the same 70 euros, but not for the 12 months, but for the next 27. So before the end of the subscription, is the best idea to just log in on that website and extend your subscription for this, because you will get not 12 but 27 months, which is a 15 month longer for the same money. Really great idea, and I really love it because it's fast. There are many servers you can choose in many countries, so you can choose the server what you like. You have a client for Windows, for Mac OS, for Linux on a computer. You have a client for Android, for iOS, for Apple, iPhone, and you have also possibility to install it on an iPad and many other devices. Also on specialized routers, you can connect to a VPN using special details which is on your account. You can just load it and everything will work. And these servers, VPN Surfshark VPN servers are really fast. So you will like it, and you can also recommend to your friends, because if you recommend the service to your friends and they will put your code, you will get a few months for free. So everyone win-win. You will win and they will win, because they will have a cheaper subscription fee, and you will have a few months for free. So it's a really great idea. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna catch you later, guys.
Kobiety chciałbyś zniewolić, pozbawić chciałbyś